So here's an example of the healthy breakfast cookies that I make. This particular batch is made with roasted chickpea. That is an example of a roasted chickpea. I get these at the Indian market. So these are garbanzo, chickpea, chechi bean, and they're dry roasted. So I use those. I use pumpkin seed. And what kind of pumpkin seed do I use? Do I use the pumpkin seed that it's imported from China? No, because I don't trust it. I don't trust it in terms of heavy metal contamination. Anyway, these are, and it's not just that. The pumpkin seeds from China are very light in color. These ones are quite dark in color. They're grown in Oregon. They're from the original seed comes from Austria. Styria is in Austria, in the mountains. And so I get these ones. And so pumpkin seeds are extremely high in zinc, iron, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium. Look at that. Quarter cup has 42% of your magnesium that you need. Calcium. So this is a really good source of vegetarian calcium as well. Well, it's a source, let's put it that way. But phosphorus and iron. Well, that's it. So that's pumpkin seeds. And then this particular batch has pumpkin seed, walnut, and the chickpea. And then some of that einkorn flour, some baking powder. It's sweetened with lohanguo, monk fruit sugar, which you can get anywhere now. And that's a Chinese herb that happens to be super sweet. But the thing is, the monk fruit sugar, you know, nothing's as good as real sugar, whether it's from date sugar or grape sugar or cane sugar or coconut plum sugar. I also use this stuff called lucuma, which I had in front of me a minute ago because I was talking about it. Anyway, lucuma, it'll be in the bottom, is something that grows on a tree in South America that is high in fiber and has sugar, but it's a lower sugar and it's a low glycemic index because it's also rich in fiber. So the sweetener is the lucuma and the monk fruit. And then I also use a little bit of coconut flour. They call it coconut flour. It's what's left in the coconut after they've taken the milk out, and then they powder that. And it has a slight sweet taste to it. So I use those things. And then this also has, so it has the pumpkin seed and it has walnut, and it also has hemp seed and flaxseed, but just a little bit. So a tablespoon of pumpkin seed, a tablespoon of walnut, and then a teaspoon each of the flax and the other one, the hemp. And then this particular batch has cinnamon and then vanilla extract and almond extract. And then right now the fruits are really in season, so I have decorated with, well, not decorated, I made little torts with blueberry and blackberry. And I mean, if you wanted to make it very rich, you could put a little butter on top of the fruit there. And the other thing the other ingredient is walnut oil, which gives it a very nice flavor. So those are my breakfast cookies that are high in protein. I'm going to put them back in the toaster oven because they're not quite done. So I cook them in the toaster oven, and I cook them for about 30 minutes. It depends on the batch, about 30 minutes, and in my toaster oven, 425 more or less, but my toaster oven isn't as hot as a real oven, I think. Thanks for tuning in.